Okay, hello everybody. No cat piano today. You can see I'm in a different location, moving things around right now. It's been busy, so don't have it with me at the moment, but we're still gonna lock in, and we're still going to play our match here. Now, I'm gonna try to get this on kind of quickly because we do have our match starting very shortly. Like I said, I've been busy this week, and I haven't had time to record this like far in advance before the match. So I'm gonna try to get through this quickly. So my opponent has Basket Legion, Pelipper, Mousehold, Raichu, Goldango, Hatterene, Goodra, Glalie, and Toxapex. Um, Now, obviously, the super threatening thing here is the Pelipper Basket Legion duo. Um, and notably, what you'll notice with the team is that they actually don't have a Mega, which is pretty interesting. The Mousehold is also annoying, of course. Being able to uh, do whatever. The Mousehold is annoying because it has Friend Guard. Gets like Follow Me. Raichu is annoying because of the Lightning Rod, of course. They're probably gonna bring against me this week because I have the Rotom, of course. Then they've got the Goldango, um, which is a very strong Pokemon, of course. Very powerful there. Hatterene also can set up Trick Room. Toxapex can stop like spread moves with Wide Guard. Um, so let's just get right into my team because I don't have that much time before my match is supposed to start. We've got Whimsicott here with Sunny Day. Obviously, Sunny Day against a rain team makes sense. We've got Grassy Terrain, which you'll see the tech for in a second here, but we've got Tailwind and Energy Ball as well. No Moonblast this week. I thought Energy Ball was better because it works into like Basket Legion, and Moonblast really only would have been better for Goodra. But Energy Ball hits everything like else the same or better. And I'm not too worried about the Goodra. I might regret that, but I'm not terrified at Goodra. And I think this is a pretty good set here. Let's move on to the Tree Soup. This is the tech with the Grassy Terrain. We got Grassy Glide on this thing. We got Grassy Glide on this thing. So we can set up a Grassy Terrain, go for Grassy Glide. This thing is holding the Miracle Seed. Didn't want to go with Life Orb because I think the HP on this actually is gonna matter. It is pretty relevant. And so we're going with the Miracle Seed, but we also have the Headlong Rush. No Earthquake because it would be weakened by the Grassy Terrain, of course. So we got Headlong Rush, Grassy Glide, Woodhammer, Protect. No Shell Smash this week, but we're gonna have the speed advantage with the Grassy Glide anyway. So I'm feeling pretty good there. This thing actually does really well into my opponent's team. The only it's a little worried about like ice coverage moves. But I actually live an Ice Fang from Basket Legion, and I can also live Ice Beam from Pelipper. So that's not really an issue. And they have the Glalie, but like Glalie a 1-point Pokemon. I don't really think they're gonna bring it. Next up, we've got Dr. Gargle. Dr. Gargle back at it again. We've got Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Protect, and we're just running the classic Life Orb set. With adaptability, of course. Shadow Ball for the Goldango, and helps into Basket Legion as well. Although Basket Legion will just go down to a single Draco Meteor, potentially, depending on how much bulk they invest into it. And this thing will outspeed... Oh, I forgot what I EV'd. I EV'd to outspeed something in Tailwind. So we're just gonna... I think it was the Raichu, actually. I think it was the fast Pokemon, which is the Raichu. Which is nice. Also should outspeed 0 speed Hatterene, and be able to hit it with a Sludge Bomb, potentially. It could be like the poison reducing berry on the Hatterene, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. This thing does look great here. Obviously with the high special defense stat, a lot of its Pokemon are special attackers. Aside from like Basket Legion and like maybe Glalie, Mousehold, I guess. Like, it's mostly special attackers here, so having that high special defense stat on this guy is very nice. Next up, we got this Mr. Rhyme. We got Fake Out, Freeze Dry, Protect, Shadow Ball. The Fake Out does feel nice because I do have multiple setup options with my team. And the Freeze Dry, of course, for the Pelipper, also great into Basket Legion. Psychic didn't really feel like it was doing anything here, except for against, like, Toxapex, which Freeze Dart also hits. So I opted for Shadow Ball to, once again, hit Goldengo and can hit Hatterene as well. So I like that option. Then we've got this Rotom. We've got Choice Scarf Rotom this week. Oh, this is also Focus Sash, by the way. We've got Choice Scarf Rotom this week. EV to outspeed a Scarf Basket Legion. And we've got Overheat, Volt Switch, Discharge Trick. I like Discharge here because if the Raichu has Lightning Rod, it will still... It's going to hit the Raichu and power it up, its special attack, but it's also going to hit whatever's next to it, which is why I'm going with Discharge. And then the Trick, of course, to trick the Choice Scarf onto whatever I want. Potentially the Mouse Hold would be nice. And yeah. And I can also use Discharge next to the Torterra, of course, and take no damage. Finally, we've got this Mega Gyarados. I kind of had to bring Mega Gyarados this week with the Basket Legion as a threat, but it also is great into the Goldengo. Struggles into the Raichu, which I do think Raichu is coming this week. I feel like it would be kind of a misplay not to bring the Raichu. But with a Dragon Dance, I should be able to, like, basically one-hit KO a lot of the Pokemon of this team. And so, like, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances with that. I think Basket Legion's coming. I think Pelipper's coming. I think Raichu and Goldengo are probably coming. I think the other two could be Hatterene and Goodra. It could also be Mousehold as well, instead of, like, Goodra, maybe, or instead of Hatterene. Also, I don't really see Glalie coming because it's not very good, and I don't really see Toxapex coming because I don't have much spread damage. So you're not really clicking Wide Guard ever, and it just kind of sits there against my team. Isn't very helpful. But yeah, that is the team for this week. I'll see you in the match. All right. Here we go. Okay. So, they do bring the Toxapex, actually. What do they not... No Raichu? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, okay. I'm gonna lead this. I mean, if they're not bringing a Raichu, I feel like Rotom feels great. And then Gyarados in the back. This feels like a good game one plan. To be honest. To be honest with you. I just want to make sure... Right, because nothing here has Fake Out. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with this. This feels correct. A little scary having Discharge, of course, with Gyarados in the back. That is something I will need to keep in mind. Hatterene and Mousehold. Okay, so this is they're gonna try to set up Trick Room here. However, I can set up the grassy terrain. Yeah, if I set up grassy terrain and I just click Woodhammer, I feel like I just kill something. Like, if it follow me, they could be Sash, but I think in that case I'm still fine. They don't click follow me, so I think Hatterene just dies. Population Bomb into Wims. Okay, so this is an offensive Mousehold. I should outspeed this, okay, so Whimsicott goes down. But I think I'll outspeed this Hatterene, yeah. And you should probably just die. Yeah, you're just dead. I will gladly take that turn 1 trade, honestly, because now I have grassy terrain set up. And I can go straight into Rotom. And I have Grassy Glide, and I think a Grassy Glide plus a Discharge should take out this Mousehold. And they send in Baskia Legion. Baskia Legend. I'm clicking Discharge. And I think I Grassy Glide into the Baskia Legion, actually. I think that's a better play, because I want this Baskia Legion dead. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, they withdraw the Bask. Okay, Pelipper? Okay, so Pelipper's dead. Uh-huh. And we get the Discharge. So it just depends on, like, what is this Mousehold trying to kill here? I think I still have this. If they kill my... Okay, if they take out my... Oh, they go for that. Okay, them going for that is just a winning play for me. Because that goes down. But I get an Intimidate off now. And I get to heal. And there's still a couple turns of the grassy terrain left. So I get to go into Gyarados, who's going to get this Intimidate off into both of these Pokemon, including the Baskia Legion. And so I get to just Mega Evolve. I'm going to Crunch Bass. No, I'm not going to Crunch Bass. I'm going to Crunch Mousehold, and I'm also going to Grassy Glide Mousehold, in case this Grassy Glide doesn't kill. The Baskia Legion should be completely fine at this point, because I have two Pokemon that can one-shot it. So we're going to see what they do here. They could have Protect on the, if they Protect the Mousehold, it could be bad. But I don't know if they'll have Protect on it. That's the only scary thing here, is if they Protect the Mousehold. Okay, they don't Protect Mousehold, and that Grassy Glide does get the KO. So, I am Miracle Seed and Grassy Terrain. You know what? I should have just known that would get the KO. But yeah, I'm going to get this. I'm actually faster than Baskia Legion with Gyarados as well. So we get that KO, and that's a clean game one. That felt pretty good. That felt very good, actually. Yeah, that felt great. Should be able to... Okay, now game two. What are they going to do to adapt, right? They could go for Goldengo. They could also go for Toxapex. But both of those are still weak to Torterra. I like that the Baskia Legion is slower than my Gyarados. That is very good. I actually don't hate the idea of bringing one of these two. I'm gonna do this. I'm actually gonna do something different here. I'm gonna do this. Because I think if I'm able to set up a... They might lead something now that allows me to set up a Dragon Dance. Because they're trying to account for the other lead. Yeah, Goldengo Mousehold. Exactly. Exactly. So I can fake out this Mousehold. I actually don't think I want to click Dragon Dance here, because... I mean, the Goldengo could obviously Protect, right? But they might just try to click Follow Me. Like, they might not know that... Like, not everyone knows that Mr. Rhyme gets Fake Out. I think I'm gonna make this play. They could Protect Goldengo, which would be... It'd be bad, but it wouldn't be the end of the world, right? Because I'm still faking out the Mousehold. We're gonna see what happens here. They probably do have Friend Guard on the Mousehold. Okay, they don't Protect. I might KO this through Friend Guard, is the thing. I don't. Okay, they just go for Make It Rain, so they're gonna lower the special attack. And I'm gonna go down to my Focus Sash. And I'm actually... Oh, I actually was faster than the Golden Go as well with my Gyarados, which means I think my Mr. Rhyme should also be faster than it. And it is Life Orb, so it's gonna go down to its next chip as well. It's gonna go down to its next Life Orb chip. What is my speed stat on this? 134. Okay, so the Golden Go could be faster than this. I think I actually go into Whimsicott here, because I do have the Babiri Berry. And I think I protect, actually. Because the Mousehold is probably faster than me. It is intimidated once, though. I'm just gonna crunch the Mousehold. We're gonna see what happens here. Is Pop Bomb into the Gyarados? I do tank this though, because of the Intimidate. I'm gonna tank this pretty well. How many hits is this? Okay, I live on 5. Good job, Intimidate. And Mousehold almost goes down. And it is Make It Rain. I do have the Babiri Berry though, and this Goldengo is gonna go down to Recoil. Gyarados going down here actually is good for me. As well. I'm kind of relying a lot on Torterra now in the back. Right? But this Mousehold is basically dead. And my Whimsicott will outspeed it. And so I can go into this Torterra. And they go into Toxapex. So I think what I want to do here, I'm going to Energy Ball Mousehold to get the KO, and I'm just going to Headlong Rush the Toxapex. Okay, they protect Mousehold. That's fine. It is still intimidated. And Toxapex goes down to the Headlong Rush. Why do I get a crit there? That crit might have mattered. I don't know if that matters. So they do have Protect on the Mousehold, but they can't click it again. And it is Basquiat Legion in the back. Is there... Okay. I think I just make this play. I think this just is correct. They could have Ice Fang on the Basquiat Legion. Yeah. But I didn't... See, this was what I was potentially worried about. I wanted to just make sure I get this KO on the Mousehold before Torterra attacks. So Whimsicott gets the KO. And we see Wave Crash. This might actually take out my guy. Oh, I live! Oh, you are a hero, Torterra. And that is going to be game. That's a GG. That was a great match for Torterra. Absolutely putting in the work there. Does go down to the recoil, which is gonna hurt the differential just a little bit, but overall, great match. Great match. That should... I am 4-3 now, so I should I probably will make playoffs. But it's... Yeah, it could go another way. I don't know. I'm gonna try to win next week's match as well. But yeah, that was a great match. Torterra really put in the work there. GG's to my opponent. And yeah, I'll see you in the next week.